In the vast silence of the Martian desert, something ancient has awakened. 1 billion years of dust hides a secret that could change everything we know about life itself. On a quiet February morning in 2025, NASA's Perseverance Rover sent back data that shook the world of science. Hidden inside Jezero Crater, a place once thought lifeless, were traces of something extraordinary. Chemical fingerprints that looked alive. Not mechanical, not geological, but biological. For decades, humanity has looked toward the red planet and wondered, are we alone? Now perhaps Mars has whispered back. Perseverance wasn't built for spectacle. It was built for answers. When it landed inside the Jezero Crater in February 2021, its wheels touched ground that once lay beneath an ancient lake. Billions of years ago, that lake teemed with water, minerals, and possibly life itself. Every rock there is a time capsule. Every grain of dust, a memory of a planet that once breathed. The rover's tools are more like instruments of archaeology than machines of exploration. Its laser, its spectrometer, its scanners, they work like detectives, searching not for aliens, but for the chemistry of life. The Sherlock instrument can shine ultraviolet light across Martian rocks, revealing organic molecules that fluoresce like faint ghosts of biology. And in 2024, Sherlock did just that. What it found were carbon-based compounds arranged in strange repeating patterns. At first, scientists thought they were contamination, an echo of Earth's presence on Mars. But the data didn't lie. The patterns matched biogenic formations, shapes and chemical signatures that on Earth only life creates. Not proof, but something tantalizingly close. The rover then used PANL, another powerful tool, to study the chemical composition of the rocks in exquisite detail. It found carbonates and sulfates, minerals that can only form in neutral pH water, the kind in which life thrives. The world watched as NASA scientists stood at the microphone, their voices trembling with excitement and restraint. "We're not saying we found life," said Dr. Luther Beagle, "but we are saying we found the kind of chemistry that life needs." That sentence echoed around the planet. For the first time in human history, we were staring at Martian evidence that might carry the fingerprints of biology. Each discovery was sealed in titanium tubes, small, shining capsules of Martian time. Someday, they'll return to Earth aboard NASA's Mars Sample Return mission. When they do, they may answer the oldest question in human history. If even one microfossil, one preserved cell, one strand of organic structure is found inside, it will mean we were never alone. Jezero Crater tells a story written in sediment, layer upon layer, built by rivers that once flowed into the basin. Within those layers, Perseverance found complex organics, molecules that could have been produced by life. It's as though the rocks themselves are whispering, "We remember." Scientists now believe that Mars wasn't always red and dry. Billions of years ago, it may have been blue and alive with clouds, rain, and running rivers. It may have had a magnetic field, an atmosphere, even seasons. If life ever began there, it could have started long before it appeared on Earth. And that gives rise to one extraordinary theory, panspermia, the idea that life can travel between planets on rocks. We already know that meteorites from Mars have landed on Earth. Could tiny Martian microbes have survived such a journey, frozen and dormant until they reached our world? If so, then every human, every tree, every creature could trace its lineage back not to Earth, but to Mars. But NASA is cautious. Organic molecules can form without life, through chemical reactions, volcanic activity, or impacts. That's why every result must be tested, verified, questioned. Science demands evidence, not hope. Still, the evidence continues to grow. Perseverance found nitrogen-bearing compounds, crucial for amino acids, the building blocks of proteins. It discovered microscopic textures on rock surfaces that resemble stromatolites, the layered structures formed by ancient microbial colonies on Earth. Across the world, scientists began to ask a new question. If Mars had life once, where did it go? What catastrophe turned a living planet into a frozen desert? The answer may lie in Mars's magnetic field. Billions of years ago, it collapsed, allowing solar winds to strip away the atmosphere. The oceans boiled off, the rivers dried. But deep below the surface, where heat and ice still mingle, something could have survived. Not life as we know it, but microbial echoes, hiding in the shadows. Meanwhile, Perseverance continues to roll across Jezero, drilling, scanning, and searching. It is more than a robot. It's a historian, a storyteller, and a messenger. Each time it sends a signal across 140 million miles, it reminds us that curiosity is our greatest strength. We built Perseverance to explore another planet, but it's showing us who we are. Other nations have joined the search. China's Jezero Rover, India's Mangalyaan 2, Europe's ExoMars mission. Together, they form a chorus of curiosity, proving that the search for life belongs to no single country. It belongs to humanity. And now, artificial intelligence is joining the quest. NASA's machine learning systems analyze the rover's images faster than any human could, scanning for subtle chemical hints, invisible to the naked eye. It's machines searching for the memory of the organic, the mechanical seeking the biological. For many, this discovery isn't just scientific, it's spiritual. If we find life beyond Earth, even in its simplest form, it means creation didn't happen only here. It happened everywhere. Life is not an accident. It is a law of the universe. Perhaps life is the universe's way of knowing itself. The Mars Sample Return mission is now humanity's most ambitious undertaking. If those sealed tubes reach Earth safely, and if what lies inside proves biological, it will rewrite history books, reshape religions, and redefine what it means to be human. Our children will grow up knowing that Earth was never the only cradle of life. As Perseverance travels farther, its wheels carve trails into red dust, untouched for eons. It pauses often, turning its cameras toward distant hills, as if wondering, what stories do you hold? Somewhere in those rocks may lie an organism's last breath, fossilized in silence, waiting for us to listen. If Mars once lived, it may live still, beneath the surface, under ice, or in caves shielded from radiation. NASA's next generation of explorers will drill deeper, fly higher, and search longer. And someday, perhaps a human will stand beside Perseverance's tracks, pick up a rock and say, "This is life." Until then, Perseverance keeps moving, through storms, through silence, through time. It's more than a rover. It's a reflection of us, curious, stubborn, and full of wonder. Each whisper of data it sends across the void carries a message from another world. Keep searching. Because the truth is out there, buried in the dust of another planet, waiting for the moment we're ready to understand it. And as the red horizon glows under the pale light of a distant sun, Perseverance continues its journey, one wheel print at a time, across a world that might have once known the miracle of life, a world that may remind us that we are not alone.